Hello everyone and welcome to the Learning to Live Without Your Partners class. Now first let me explain. I'm not trying to get anybody to leave their partners or anything. This is intended for mostly people who have either lost their partners through death, divorce, or deployment, and also for other people who may want to just learn a little bit more about doing it yourself. What we are going to do is go over some basic tools. I brought my favorite tools, which are Tomboy tools. I am a consultant, but this class is my gift to you today. It's going to look a little bit like a party just because our parties are generally educational, but you can view on this one, learn to pick your favorite toys. If your toys end up being my favorite toys, then great, but if not, there is certainly no obligation here. Hope you enjoy it. Ex-Navy wife, and I had to learn to do everything. Being a single parent, learning to fix things, learning to know when people were not telling me the truth on repairs. And I found that if I learned a little bit about things, even if I didn't do the repair myself, I could talk to them on a level that they knew I understood exactly what was being said.
Exactly.
And so it kicked a few problems out of the way. So anyway, let me give you a handout. This is for you to take home.
Okay.
There's a few references in the back. If you have any questions, just let me know. What we're going to do is start with a basic toolbox. Now, this is fairly light, easy to carry. It also, if you're out on a job, you can certainly use it to sit on. Homemade seat, can't beat that. And then, two people, this is meant to hold 350 pounds, and notice that it is not tipping on me when I stand on it. So if two people want to stand up here and get a light bulb in or a light fixture in, real easy to do. Let's see, we'll go back to the toolbox. I had a lady once buy this because she was too short in her kitchen. She bought the empty box. But this is my toolbox. I have had to fight men for it. Because what we like about this is not only does it not tip so two people can stand up here, but when you're using it like this, let's say you've got to paint a wall or something. Most of the time you've got a ladder with something in the way. This one, nothing in your way. And it's just about the right height to give you, like if you're just this much too short in the house, this one just helps you, and it's light enough to carry around so you don't feel like, you know, you need a huge place to store it or anything. And then, now let's look inside the treasure chest. First we have your basic screwdriver. Now, what I like about this is that it keeps all the different tips inside the handle. It has a nice rubbery grip, I like that, but what I really like is not having to go get the Phillips, the flat, finding the right size, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then you just store it in. And if you have a very little room in your house, it works very nicely because you only have to have one instead of 10. But if 10 works for you, go ahead and do the 10. Whatever fits in your hand well. Okay, this one also ratchets, so in case you can't get your hand in there to turn around, you can get it to screw in, out, or you can use it as a regular screwdriver. And again, the rubbery grip, very comfortable in your hand. Here, let's move the drill for a second. A sanding block. If you're doing any carpentry work, painting, things like that, you will need that. These are pretty cheap. You can get them just about anywhere. This one happens to be washable. It does have a couple of grains, coarse and fine. I'd recommend having one of each.